nkwanza ku Baba TV program ganga muka yetukatambula nayo lwalero mu kitundu kino ekisembayo tuba mu the big story ne Tamale Mirundi mutano wa Yohana Mirundi ne Mole Namatovu Mirundi kyali mulamu nawulidde abamubike busogeeyo bakira bali ku mikutu waliwo abataddewo ka video nga nti Mirundi ali ku kitanda mu musabire nnyo si kituufu bannange bintu ebyo si bituufu ekifaananyi ekyo n'ekyomuntu yabadde omulwadde sikiwanga yabadde Mirundi mulamu ddala era mu ddakiika esaliza ojja kubaawo mulaba kale simanya ani ayina muze gwakwagala kubika abantu ennaku zino negulabika gususse nnyo naye nga si kituufu. Tamale Mirundi amasimu gankubidde ekiro kyonna mukwano gwe abadde ki musajja waffe abadde ki biri bitya nedda Tamale Mirundi akyali mulamu ddala era eddakiika yonna ojja kuba omulaba butereevu tubene byetandika okunyumyamu mulimu gwe gwakwambala na kunyuma yasajja Katonda baawe emyaka gye n'egy'obukadde agisazeewo kugiwaayo kunyuma bunyumi nendofe kukyale waffe twalinanga okutya olaba musajja mukulu twayitanga muzeeyi mutiini ng'alemedde mu kunyuma ennyo baakolanga ebintu eby'obuswavu baba teba
famire yaffe y'abambazi
muzeeyi mutiini
nekitaffe yali muwambazi Mirundi
mu biseera ebyo
Mirundi was a very smart man.
Okay.
Famire yaffe y'abambazi the only person gwe tuyinamu Rafian tuyinamu omu era ye bw'obimugamba tabikkiriza
tayagala kwambala bulungi
ye muvubuka Rafian tuyinamu omu oyo Junior yatayambala masooti
Junior ono mutabani wo
naye famire yaffe yaba amasooti.
Okay.
Yes from our father famire yaffe y'abambazi
n'obudde buli wali tunagenda wa Museveni wayambalanga masuuti.
Yes
mwali baavu nga mutambuza mpaka z'amawulire wa
kankubuulize from my childhood that's why I'm a very arrogant man. My father yayina butcher ekaliisizo nga ziweranga 10 yayina bakery nze abaana bankanyanga bukayaniza okukola ki okuntwala ku ssomero ningenda mu secondary school abaana babagagga basulanga mu mafuta dormitory mafuta mingi mafuta dormitory kukyali ewaffe kwaliko essomero ly'abayindi abaasomera mu ssomero ly'abayindi tuli babiri Miro yali mutani wa Mubiru nga musuubuzi yasinga nga Mapopulatan najja ne kitange
Yohana abaana babagagga basoma mu ssomero ly'abayindi
era nga bwe tugenda n'engatto ku ssomero ate kakati ku ssomero n'oyambala nani engatto nga tuzambulamu ate akavubuka ne katukuba ne kasiibamu nga kazambadde onosamba nani akapiira naye balenze neewuunya ekisaawe kyabanga eki naye nga mulimu ttiimu 7 nga buli kibiina kirinamu naye ng'omupiira mugumanyi ogwammwe. Yes, I come from a very powerful family.
That's what you have said. Also the public believes.
N'ekizimbe ekiri ewaffe Kalagala kalina 7 kyaffe ku kyalo. Ku kyalo okwaffe Kalagala kuliko storage building ya kalina 7. Nze njagala kukola taxi park lwakuba bano banjooka
mu kyalo kyamu
ewaffe ku kyalo
kalina 7 in a village
obeera ekyotya nobeerawa ogiraba yeewaffe waffe ku kyalo.
Lwaki abantu balina endooza nti Museveni yakusitula kwanza emboozi eri mu bantu yakusanga oli munaku otambuza mawulire nakuwa omulimu.
I had my newspaper netwegatta ne bakuteesa ne tukola voice
kuteesa bano basamu.
I have the brain. Fe family yaffe y'abagezi beere benzi ziriyo fe waffe bwe tuba twakuŋŋanye benzi ze zibeerawo.
Museveni yakusanga okola ki at the time you went to him? What sound thing were you doing?
Nali by the president called me nali musajja nga ndi mwogezi nnyo nze Katonda yampa talent. Nakugaa nti the first time the president called me omuntu yajja nannimba naŋŋamba nti president bakkiriziganyizza ne Semwogerere Museveni alekere Semwogerere ningende wa Semwogerere honestly. Do you hear a pass? Oyambe Semwogerere Museveni wants to hand over. Kuba Museveni talabo.
And
I was an advisor of Semwogerere, very close friends. When Semwogerere was involved in an accident in Impiji, yasangawo ekimotoka ky'amagye nga kyefudde kiri stationary. What happened? Semwogere emmotoka ye lwakuba yali ya Benz Mercedes yakuba ekimotoka neebuuka. 2 people died. My son n'omuvuka bali mumuyita reporter wange bamuyita Luwemba.
Your son?
Hey.
You lost a son in that accident?
Mu accident ya Semwogerere. To tell you how I was close to Semwogerere. Era Semwogerere olunaku lumu yampita mu office ye. Yantwala mu constituency ye. N'abagamba we have one of the most intelligent people in Uganda is this man. Watch him. But the problem he has is not understood.
Semwogerere nga yakwendose nti one of the intelligent people in Uganda.
Look what this young man, watch him. Mu constituency. Naye Semwogerere bwe yaleeta aba UPC basesiri ogwalo. Nagenda ne mugamba naye okimanyi tosobola kubeera kusonyiwa kusinga Katonda. Olwo nga nagenda akubye obuwanga bw'abafu baabo nagenda yabakolera nnyo. Era bwe baaswadde nga nagenda takubiddwa mizinga bamuziise ng'embwa bakijjemu mu mawulire. Buli lwe baswala ne bakyuka abantu ne baswala nga bakijjamu mu mawulire. Baaswadde ku nagenda ne bawemuka ti Namaganda akubirwa emizinga. Ye nagenda n'atakubirwa mizinga. Baswadde ati waffe badirese ewaffe waka badirese nabbanja nga talinnya. Ffe tuli basajja b'amaanyi. Twalire ewaffe badirese alirinnya ewaffe okutukolerako obukyere bwa Nalweyiso bajja baba muttireyo. Ate amakubo agava ewaffe gali aga kasamu gakwata. Motoka ya gavumenti bonna mu kyanjo kye. Poliisi egenda okujja nga mubamaze. Ngati waliyo tuli motoka eriko namba za gavumenti evuddeyo. Ne bakoma okufuuka abafu abazanyira ku mirambo.
So werabidde nga nawe ejjovuga ya namba za gavumenti.
Eyange bagikuba.
Naye eriko namba za gavumenti.
Kugambye ne mu riot. Riot za Bobi Wine. Riot za Bobi Wine nze nayiga okuvuga emmotoka. And I have many vehicles, but I don't drive. But kwolo mugundi mu riot.
Sagala kule abantu lwaki you don't drive. I don't have to tell them why you don't drive.
Mu riot navuga emmotoka yange nga wakati bantegedde. Ningivuga. Nintuuka e Busega nga bamaanyi nnyo abagundi aba Bobi Wine. Bamaanyi. Ne bagamba vaamu ne nvaamu. Mirundi olagawa. Ndi mule mulwadde ngenda kumukima. Gwe genda ne twekubisa selfie. Wafu enjaga yaabwe tetwekubisa ebifaananyi nenvuga nentuuka Empigi nabasangawo. Ekyantegeeza nti baali balina coordination nti oyo mumuleka ayitewo mu Nnyendo. Ntuuka mu Nnyendo nga is a deserted town. Poliisi ekubagana n'abaana. Poliisi ekubagana n'abaana. Nengamba wano naayitawo kaŋŋende amwerisiki tteeka amayinja gayimirira.
Negakuleko oyitewo.
Ekitegeeza baali coordinated baali bammanyi. They knew me. Bwe baali bagenda okunzita nga bahaalize basaagiza kuba mbirina ku recordings video and audio. A general rang me. Don't sleep in your house. A general in UPDF. Ne mugamba nti byombuulira ndabitegedde dda.
Which general is that?
A general rang me. Nze mama wange yaŋŋamba nti olekangamu ensiisi byeziririra mu ttaka.
Totombulire general oyo.
Esoogera nakwenda bagambye nti afende Muhoozi yali agenda okukwata Koni egalamba. Naye waliwo general gwe baali basuubiriza nti yagenda okikola n'atakikola. Yabuulira Koni n'adduka. Koni ekyamukozesa ku parade yali amaze okuvaawo baleme kumutegeera general ono. Yes. So I know the general.
Nzizaye wali wewegaana Museveni akusanga wekyasema kitegedde akusanga
kakati Museveni
akulonda okunyulula we wali
baategeera amaanyi gange ku Semwogerere. I'm a good speaker, I'm a communicator, I'm a strategist, I write and I know logic. Nze bwe mba nakukuba kwatya ku logic. Kati Semwogerere twayawukana ku kintu kimu. Naye before we separated with Semwogerere, President yakuba olukuŋŋaana era akaye ku district anoonya akalulu. mbandi wange nga gwenywedde abaganda baga ne mindi ngesena
ngwanywa
gwenywedde nga muzibu nnyo
so naye bwoweza akuguma ati guno nywedde mu
naye ate ffe abagagga tetunywa nnyo kubanga all tribes of beer mu firiji yange mweguli
onywa nnyo omuntu yakedde ku macha n'okunywa kuva ku macha kujo tonywedde nnyo
sinywa nnyo nze ne bembeera nabo bakugamba nti omusajja bamuwayiriza buwayi siyinza okunywa ecupa ya bm eggulu bwe wansanze wasanze nakanywa ecupa mmeka
wanywedde waaweemu wanywedde nga mazzi n'ogimira
anti emu
ate ke nasanze mu giraasi
emu
akagiraasi kanaka gabadde mazzi
kwendowoleza naye omwenge tekwonoona mugagga I drink mwenge tekwonoona mugagga kakati bagenda bannona ewaka bagenda bannona ewaka ewaffe ekalagala nebasedda ate omwenge nga weebase kasomala okwebakako kuzuuza nsanga Museveni wa era akaayi
ku district olwanya kukima
ekiro beejentisi ba Museveni bankima ewange ekiro ku district nimbagaa nti mbabuulire nti nze ngenda kuwagira Museveni lwansonga eri gye mbadde musemogere yayonoonyeeyo kuba aleese aba UPC ayino semogere yali alowooleza nnyo mu reconciliation but UPC yattanya aba DP there is a point at which you cannot reconcile nga bano abakuba muhoozi ajja kutuba betwentiro abakuba abajjewo bino bino bibazanya saagala bwa president ajja bufumula paka mu nyumba yaabwe kubanga waliwo ekintu gyoga omuntu nekitakoma bo balowooza tikina ensonga mpandiisa akatabo kiina ensonga lwaki kiina ensonga mpandiisa akatabo lwaki kiina ensonga mu Lunyankole lwaki kiina ensonga kiina ensonga kati wentuuka wase
nako katabo kalama kiina ensonga
lwaki kiina ensonga Abanyankole bwe bamala okujooga abantu mbu tekiina ensonga lwaki kiina ensonga mpandiisa akatabo lwaki kiina ensonga lwaki kiina ensonga kiina ensonga there must be revenge kiina ensonga kati bantuuka ewa Museveni nembaga nti one
bakukimya otamidde gweguli wagenda nagwo
nagenda nagwo era pulezidenti yangwa mu kifuba bwati naga kati Mirundi oyogedde ng'omusajja era kayi ku district 96 96 kwekuwagira Museveni
so wasooka kumuwagira mu 96
yes anti nze ne mu ssomero nali member wa Democratic Party chairman of the youth wing era nze bakawanga abo basemogere bani knew me that's why I know the Democratic Party very well. The Catholics, our first initial party is the Democratic Party. Ganagami nti nkulembere Democratic Party nkuba mawu.
Esawe? Okube mawu akalu.
Era bajjako.
Kuba president wa DP?
Bajjako ewange.
Okube mawu akalu kuba president wa DP.
Ganagami nti baituuziza delegates conference ya DP. Nze ne kadi gye nnina mu nsi y'ekibiina ky'obufuzi ya DP. eya kinana. I caused a crisis at the school.
When are you
why? Sina kadi ya NRM.
And why?
Is a transitive party.
What do you mean?
Iyo sobola ku anti kakati bateka mu constitution temuli mu system zisatu multi party movement any other democratic katoyiza kubeera mu marriage yampita yewa DC. And this is what is haunting NRM. When you have a constitution that is not like a yawa, it is solving problems. Kakati kasago ogamba nti obufumbo bubuli kumpeta ya DC toyinza kubeera na permanence. People invest in something that is permanent. But when you say that after you can carry out a referendum to decide whether to go to multi-party, to stop multi-party and go to Gundi, kakati okolwaki? This is what is haunting NRM. When NRM came to power, when Museveni came to power, he collaborated based individual, not a coalition government, which means parties were killed. And Museveni put people in a temporary scene. We shall have a referendum to decide the parties.
You are hiding from the question. Why don't you have an NRM party card?
Yes, and in Kuboridi.
Why? You're proud.
Yes.
In 1980. Yes. NRM boko led the bank and never found
and in Kuboridi. Ntiteli permanent. You cannot invest in a temporary thing.
NRM is temporary.
According to the constitution. Oyinza kuba kakati musobola okukola ku macha nemuga nti tudde mu movement. The constitution says kyekikulemye okutegeera. Constitution ya Uganda teyamaliriza. Teri constitution mu nsi etamaliriza kintu. The constitution of the United States katono bwe kati a constitution expresses a Uganda voluminous. Why? What I'm explaining to you is this. The constitution of Uganda provided for 3 systems.
Yes.
A multi-party system.
Yes.
Yes. A movement system. And a democratic system. Why? They wanted to prevent the army. Era constitution ya Uganda ekugamba ti abalikola n'ekifuba ne bajjawo constitution eno abaligenda mu nsiko ne babalwanyisa, they will be paid from national coffers. But they forgot when the army moves in is welcomed by the population. Emala kutegeera nti mugazi. The army is an arbiter. Bwolaba amajenga gazi mubye amabaati mubye buli kimu kibye service delivery. Akati
Baba TV, the big story, Joseph Tamale.
Okitegedde. If you want to have political parties, amend that provision and we decide we must have a multi-party system. Era gonde
tuleke multi-party system yokka.
George Washington yakugamba. They wouldn't have allowed the multi-party in America. They're divisive. But I've not found an ideal political system than a multi-party. So agree. Tuzimbe ebibiina by'obufuzi. Ne bw'obanga mwina mu provision ey'eddeeno n'eddeeno. Eyo nze tonkwatirayo. Era mwana omanyi nti baakomaweera nga bamaze okunga nti semwogerere. Bwe baleeta gondi provision ya extension okujjawo term limits era baakomawo ne banga nti Museveni agambye ekisanja takyagala kibetente
ngera bakulimba
anti talabwa Museveni talabwa anybody can be Museveni talabwa nakuba ekisanja n'ekimalawo. Yes, until he sent people to me and I met him at Nakasero before I joined the government. Nimuganze wangamba wantumira abantu tibyabaluhanga bebakirimu oyagala kuwumula ate Ruzige ye yabayamba kuba Museveni yabagamba nti this man used to be my friend, why does he attack this guy kutamule ndigondi everything over there nti bamugula Ruzige nabaga tebamugulanga. I know Mirundi is not a buyable. Me, I'm not buyable. But I believe, and you must convince me, call me and we talk. Hira, umuntu omu, yanzimbire nyumba. Yantwala ku hardware, yanzimfuna. Nagula amabati, nagula buli kimu. Nanzimbire nyumba. Kuba kisanja. Museveni yakuwadde donation. Be kisanja okyo.
No kuba kisanja.
Kakati to get this state house job, I was detained in lwaki for 3 days. I had rejected it. Kubanga nze nali manye entale eziri muki. Anybody in the government was using me. That's why I knew a lot of wound. It was only Amelia who prevailed, but I had rejected it, smelled it here at Tibanotibakolerwa.
Ennaku 3 ngolira ki? To the contrary,
I remember this is when the UP exams, primary exams, basi releasing. Museveni made a delegation yomwali yali amaze okukola reshuffle. This is when Kutesa became foreign minister. Baleta gundi omusajja bamwita Byaruhanga. Byaruhanga yali minister bali babiri. Byaruhanga yali minister ninga naye anywa omwengo ogutali controlled. Kati ku lunaku lw'okulonda nga nominations ziweddeyo aba agenda okwewandiisa abasajja ne bamuyita honorable okulonda bakonge nominations eyongeddeyo kozi bamuwangula yadda mu mwenge. He was a minister. Sorry. I remember Museveni, this man did the delegation in government of reshuffle. I was with the barrier which is there. Kotesa was appointed and I was brought from Lwaki by Rukutana. But for 3 days.
Rukutana?
Hey, I met the president and we disagreed. Nimuga, you help me to facilitate my businesses. Otherwise, I'm not controllable. Hamili Achamba de prevailed over me. Kasana ange jendi. I had refused. I was brought up in a snobbish way. Manyi kwata kadolo wakange ne wakani kolachi. I'm arrogant nemanyi. You'll find problems with me.
So omulimu wagula nti ogusobole.
Hey. Era for the president.
So America yaga nti kasana ange jendi otuukayo yakuyamba atya.
Museveni introduced me to his staff. This is my son. I paid the school fees for him at the university, which he did. Museveni educated me at the university. Nagambo Napito. We are going to expand this department. Is because I'm causing trouble. Iranzi, where I praise Museveni, one. And ever since I went to the university, my mind changed. Like what you said about Rwani, Kazibwe. When Kazibwe worked closely with Museveni, his way of looking at things changed. In fact, that's why I tell you, until for me, I was helped by the America twice. Americans came to me, and in one of the meetings, Kanabi Yalimu, Kanabi Umman.
Kanabi Umman.
Yes. Haruna Kanabi went together to Serena.
Umman.
And we found a black man, a black American, said, we are scouting for intelligent Africans. We want to take you for training. You can choose any university you want. And Nimugamba married as an African rich man, have several wives. We can help them to get jobs in America. I rejected the offer. So when I was in the state house again, Batwala Sewanyana, Batwala Mwenda, Batwala Baneva Sama Masters, I rejected the offer. Kwanza Sagara imperialism. No. When I was in the state house, a group came. Nimbaganti, can you do a PhD in America? Nimbaganti, I'm doing a PhD in State House University. Is there a university in the State House? Yes. Listening to Museveni every day helped me. That's why I'm telling you, if me, who had an opportunity to work for Museveni for 14 years, what about Mukozi? Era chobola nabawandikidde akatabo kano wamma kabalageeko kano kasike kajje nabagambye nti Muhoozi olaba ebisumuluzo byakutte Muhoozi alinga St. Peter.
Muhoozi holds why Muhoozi holds the key to Uganda's future politics.
Yes.
No.
Ono kati Muhoozi alinga St. Peter.
That's overrating him.
I'm telling you. Muhoozi holds the key to future politics of Uganda. If you don't understand it, you read my book. I tickle your mind. And can you
holds the key how?
Let me tell you. When you read this book of mine, there are two important aspects. One, Muhoozi has created a contradiction that is not solvable. In politics, if you want to solve a problem, create a contradiction. But Muhoozi's contradiction has no answer. The moment Muhoozi comes out and says repeatedly, I want to be president in 2026, he has created a contradiction. Why? If Muhoozi insists on coming out, what are the implications? If I saw somebody who says he doesn't want to be president, that does not matter. If twins decided to organize their weddings on the same day and one withdraws, the other one continues, the wedding continues. Muhozi's wedding will continue in spite of your drop. Maybe you have found the road rough. Maybe you have been defeated. If today the Ukrainian army or the Russian army start withdrawing, it depends on the strategy of both countries. Are they fearing fire? Have they fled in disarray? The Americans did not flee in disarray in Afghanistan because it was going to be a state with obligations. Kakati gobo duse ngefumbiro lidusemu tekitegeeza nti abakazi abalala tebajja kufumba gwe duka n'obujozi bwo gwe duka naye ono tekimujjaawo. Kakati unless Muhoozi alina kiwayi, these people don't have think. I hear them trying to have a think tank. You cannot have a think tank. To have a think tank, you must respect each other. Era tulina omanyi kye tuyita gonde, the Apollo team. Mu political science tulina kye tuyita Apollo team. Apollo team kiva mu Kennedy. Kennedy abalasha be basooka okugenda ku mwezi ogundi airspace. Kubanga bakwata technology wa German ne bamutwala. Kakati the first scientists abajamani bonna babatwala e Russia. These were the pioneers of airspace. Kakati to demonstrate into the Soviet Union was superior, bakwata ekibwa ne bakitonera Kennedy. Ne baga nti ekibwa embwa yaffe yagenze mu space kye yazadde. Kennedy was angered. Kennedy yakola ebintu bibiri. Kennedy yagenda e Berlin mu 1964 nga ina abantu emitwalo egi ku kisenge ekyo Berlin wall naga tukikube. That's why he was killed. Yali agenda kuzza nsi mugundi. Kennedy ye musajja ekyasinza okukola the briefest press conference. I've declared on the Soviet Union and Ogundi missile crisis eza Cuba. Any question? Abamawulire bafuluma abakaaba bukaaba. Kennedy
press conference.
The briefest press conference was made by
Jeff Kennedy.
Jeff Kennedy. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, I've called you to tell you I've declared on the Soviet Union. Any question? Bonna basangula butambala. Kennedy kye kyamutisa mulalu. Era omusajja yatta Kennedy yetafunanga bayina wotuuka emyaka ne bakusonyiwa tewali. Babamanyisa yamwitira ngajja kuzza ensi musaadi wadiwo. Kakati watamuteerengeyo nti Kennedy yatandika NASA. N'aleeta team, the best brain in America we assembled okuteeka ekirungizi ku mwezi. They failed. Nga tewali alispektinga munni. Once you assemble a team of equally highly intelligent people, they don't make anything. Buli mwadda musiyoleza munne kuziwakanya. So this team was dissolved and they created what we call the Apollo team. People, a mixture of highly intelligent people and those of very intelligent. Museveni wafugire bwanga mulimu abataka. Museveni yalina abataka n'abategeevu. Mulimu abataka ababba amabaati abo bataka. Mulimu gavumenti ya Museveni mulimu abataka. Kagadi mulimu abataka. Omutaka ali committed ku culture awagira gavumenti yo naita reasoning. Gwe kwata chairman wa 5 atasoma musimbe ko kawo wa masters center jesu mubakazi malewo. That's why local government is not working. You cannot have a non-educated person omutaka to supervise a cow. Tasobola.
Kawa ina masters
chairman wa 5.
Chairman wa 5 is supervisor.
One time president yabuza ko Naduli, how much money do you get in the district? Gana Naduli tazimanyi. Mpira izi nga ye mpira musajja wa amaanyi. Era kye kyaleeta kinobe. So Museveni alina nnyo abataka, a mixture of bataka and educated people. But the problem is nti ate n'abali educated bafuuka abataka. Kwa in many cases ali educated abeera wansi wa abataka. Ofuna omutaka ate nga yakufuga atamanyi mawulire n'atandika okudictatingira. Kakati that's one. Nti Kennedy yaleeta ki Apollo team, people of average intelligence. Bebatwa a mixture. Kakati when you look at their system, why this man called Zeki nti bamubala bubi balowooza naye bajja mujoga nga ffe tukanyugeri netukujoga netukuba mumpa netukola kino tujoga embwa ekomawo. Their trick mutemumanyi bwe bakola bakujja mu kifo ekirina influence ne bakutwala mu peripheral job ne bakulekera emmotoka n'abasirikale kubanga you fear gwokukola ki n'obikkiriza ogenda kukola omulimu gwe gumu. You are going to do the same job without kati ogenda kutambuza kapapula buli omu yonna kunyeka oba bakujja wano ne bakutwala wano nze nagaana sirina gyendaga siri wa civil servant najja kuweereza Museveni bwe nali tutudde lwaki teyaŋŋambako nti bwe ndi kujja wano ndi kutwala wano 10 years but we can sacrifice this. Kakati bagenda okuba malisi yaabwe the westerners bo tebamanyi kintu kirala malisi kuba tebamanyi weekikola futi izo nole malisi ne mulaga omusajja ng'atamidde ne mulaga tweet twezobwamawulire bwe bawadde sente kati this man ye temujja kumukyuka nga ffe. Why? Everybody must look what is the future. I watch somebody who proudly say naye obugagga obwo buligenda kubanga obujogeddeko nyaaba sigwosinga oyita ojoga obugagga sigwosinga basajja ba UPC bonna obugagga n'obugagga obwo bujja kgenda kuba ojoze nnyo abantu ffenna otujoze n'otujoga n'otukuba kuttaka.
Katumaliza wali oŋŋambye amiri yakukakasa nti
nkugamba kati ndi kuwono nti one if he decides to come he creates a contradiction which is unsolvable. Why? Is Museveni ready to compete with his son? Answer.
I doubt.
And if Museveni engages his son in a verbal, because politics is for talking, the son will explain why has decided to take on his father. Who wins? These people at the secretary, the Tadongos and Tango Doyes said, this man is engaged in an election. Is he coming in your party? That's why he's attacking the party. The party is rotten. Okitegera obusiru bwabwe bwe bakola. Omusajja has expressed interest. They want to be president. A sensible secretary general of the party like Tadong would say, welcome on board. But for us, if he wants to use the NRM party, we have the rules. Leaders must go through a delegates conference. Stop there. Hale campaigning, is he your member? No, but Tadongo no mutwegwe. Are you a party member? For Abaganda tukugamba, nti akugoba yakuwe kubo. Abeyomba wereza mpetera wano. If Mukono knows that he has a hostile political party, is your party productive? If your party is popular, why do you say in the agreements with the independents, Tadongo, Secretary General? Kakati auyo nibagwa, tango, doji no mutwegwe, navuma. Kakati this man can do without your party. Because your party, you are not like the Communist Party. The gateway to Koboko, not your knickers. Gateway to your knickers, not Koboko. Koboko bako, ba, is the NRM. Are we in a single party state? Is it a one-way traffic? Is anybody who wants to do politics in Uganda has to go through the secretariat, the NRM? Is it mandatory that the son of the president must be a member of the ruling party? Without using party structures. Make the NRM completely irrelevant. As you see these independents, you can evaluate, can I inherit the problems of NRM or to stand on my own? Kuvango na mukubya mujozo na joga abantu. Teyabala kwa kuba. Fabaganda tukugamba nti omwana aluma ensubi aluma muno olukawo. Kakati okujoga okwo ya mujoga. Kakati naye ali stronger. Kyovona ono olutala aluduse. Laafe y'okuvuganya njitya adduse atemye. Naye amaze okutuleetera obuzibu.
N'akayimba wakayiza.
Laafe y'okuvuganya njitya eyo njidduse atemye. Kakati bwe bagamba bano bakugamba nti ffe be bakubye emyaka 10 nga batukuba kakati ate the new dispensation is boba wagira Museveni.
Joseph Tamale Mirundi ku Baba TV eddakiika zino tuli mu kitundu kyaffe ekisembayo ekya
akantu okalaza abantu
akatabo nketegereza
akantu oketegereza kakati nkugamba anti kyenkugambye nti nkugambye nti why this man holds the key aina creating unsolvable puzzle.
I would actually think Museveni holds the key to Uganda's
anti yakugambye ayagala bwa president
kati Museveni ayina
ekitegeeza is ready for any confrontation. Lingi agiyingidde ajja linda ajja
kati singa kitaawa agiremera
ajja kwamba why Museveni made a mistake. She humiliated him nikimutegeeza
to humiliate who
yes bamugoba maje andi kubulidde yetamanyi ono munofu atujoka yali kubasuubuza atambula kubanga bwe bakujoka bo basigala bakola bamawulire ne bakujoga because was humiliated like me. I have never talked to him but we are in the same boat ne bujingo abasajja obufuka buno butukubye nnyo n'okuba mu emyaka 10 nayo nona amakage I quarrel with the people nyizo kukuba enyondo. I'm not quarreling over a job but maligning me. Where will I ever get a job? This man is mad. Nenkwata kwa busengo bakulibya tutinganirawo kubanga you are talking about never joke with somebody's survival, political career and future. Byonna babikola ku muhozi. Kagani muhozi knows he must create his own power base in a post-Museveni era. He must ensure that his enemies don't gain upper hand over him.
Just tegeera omulimu guno gwali gukuwa sente entono naye gukuyomba
sigwenjagala era mbadde nkuba mukazi wange oluyi ku macha. I don't want a government job. In fact, I'm not going to declare any of my assets bangobe to tell you that I'm not interested in a government job. I'll never be a minister in Museveni's government, maybe a future government. Kubanga obujozi obugirimu bwe mbabuulira they have created a more powerful person fe batukuba ne bujingo nani ne byonna abalemeredde abakuriyetingidde puzzle onaduse amaze okujoga abantu
ndoza omulimu guno gwe gukuyombya kuba
never look what my
book. They take you back to that
it cannot a Muganda does not go back where he left. That's our tradition. A Muganda does not go back where he was. When you have several marriages era singa kazini yali Muganda teyali food kazini amaze okubeera omukazi bamukubira esimu nti mulimu omusajja ayingidde. Muganda does not go back. Ne bwe kiba kiswa nga tukutte ekiswa tukwata enswa nowerebereye ki sleep on the outside on the veranda but you don't go back. Era fe tukuga nti omusu muguyita mutya
omusu twegweta musu twena
ekigusa okimanyi
madira
gupama mu kifo kimu. Era fe Abaganda tukuga nti amadira ge gakwasa. If you sleep in somebody's house with his wife, do it once. Toddayo. A Muganda does not go back where he was. Except an opportunistic Muganda trainer byakola. Ekitegeeza that argument is stupid. I don't want a government job. No.
Do you miss it?
I don't miss it.
Why do you quarrel for it every day?
No, I'm not quarreling over a job. That's what I failed to do. They pursued me beyond the government, sabotaging my money. Chembalaba mukyokka. Epuame nina okubeera naye kakati bamutukubidde nti atukuliyetingidde omusajja omukambwe who is ready for any eventuality because he is now nti survival ye eri at stake ono yadduse n'obujozi bwamaze okutabula abantu adduse. This young man tayinza kukkiriza nti talina political future. Era in this book kakati nkugamba nti if muhozi if the President Museveni brings another person naga nti anze mpagira Lugunda amusingi Lugunda coming bouncing back mulayi temulabi bintu bingi myama n'obuzaavu Bobi Wine abawangula because ono bwabanga nga muhozi agambye nti ajje whoever comes from the west will divide votes Bobi Wine abakube Bobi Wine ali mu better position. Do you know why Bobi Wine are in a better position? Bobi Wine has two advantages. Most of the people, Bobi Wine, the battle in the government spilled over to the opposition. Put Bobi Wine. Abakola ebikolobero bino babadde siba opposition. Abakola ebikolobero ebisinga obungi ba government. Security tukanga Museveni atuwe sente the only way tukanga abantu malayininge muhozi ekitegeeza Nuupu teyina buzibu. Nuupu is not involved. Even whenever Nuupu stages the strikes, they are paid for by people in government. Era olaba relaxation kubanga group emu muhozi agitukubidde group ebadde ejoga.
Can you calm down and think about what you have said?
Yes.
You have said that people in the government sponsor no activities.
Yes.
That's what you say.
Era kati tulina peace lwaki kagulupu akamu kali neutralized akabadde kafaninga insecurity nabaga nti bakubanga police stations bagambe nti wali group eganye muhozi. Why do they feature Otafiri always? Otafiri represents the veterans. Sijja kuvunamira mwana sijja bwana kwata phone nawe ayinza okukuba kabangali. The moment you don't have a veto nga Uganda nizibalonze omuntu akuba kabangali. This is what is happening in Kenya.
What is likely to happen if Museveni insists standing again and Muhozi says I must stand?
Antasobola Museveni will give away why. This young man will tell you the reason why. Yavumye Muhozi yalumbi abadzukulu nabaga nti is a band of criminals. Allow my father to retire. Kakati ye inside nakuga nti my father needs retirement. Gosobola muwangula kulale. Because if Museveni confronts his son, the battle will appear. He will justify his reason why he has decided to take on his father. In otherwise, if it was not in normal circumstances, may I strongly believe that the president is behind him, because this would be tantamount to a coup. Hey.
That's what I also read.
Hey.
If a member of the first family, a member of the military comes to openly point out the wrongs in the very system that produces him, then there is something. There is a coup of some sort. But
no, he's bugged by his father. The time Nyerere yategeera titasobola kuliforminga system ya Tanzania afugidde abantu ku socialism yalete badde mu capitalism. Bana abasocialist Edward Sokoine ne Salim Muhammad Salim yabajjawo n'aleeta Ali Hassan Mwinyi. Era Tanzania yafuna olupapula lw'emitwalo 5 baluyita Pajero. Museveni can be supportive. Era kyova olaba nti Muhozi ayina upper hand. Why? Nti this government, they have helped Museveni. Museveni has been helped to make a reshuffle. Why? Lwakuba nti bano abantu bano tebategeera byabufuzi. If the government decided to order the Attorney General and the side director to arrest those who stole Mabati, your job is tenable. Can you remain a speaker? Can you remain a minister? Can you remain a prime minister when the same government is investigating you? Because these are not allegations from opposition.
The allegations from the palace.
Kutaka, speaker kutaka, however much popularizes parliament. Kutaka. Ababa Mabati wonna kutaka. Kakati look what a contradiction.
But I think I'm told that to Mr. Museveni, ebyo chichicho but does not matter. It's loyalty that matters. As long as you are loyal to him.
Waliwo ebibibwa. Neto sola kuba anti kakati agenda kwata sente agula Mabati Kalamoja. Kakati atina bone batabala. Tebayinza kukwata nga babyente ku kyalo nuka kambaddize ennyama yammwe. Ate ennyama nti Amabati goba bamutte naye abasajja abo basomera bwerere mbabuulira bananga ennyama yammwe yiino ate ennyama nte amabati ogabambude naye kasajja mmwe mwasomera bwerere
anti bw'oba wabbe nabbe nte nte mwali musobola gifunamu ennyama yiino
eriwa twakugambyeko ogitte ate mukalulu kambabuulire bananga ebintu nga byazze mu political science batuga nothing is succeeded like a success kakati abo gonna agabbye gonna ono munnaffe ge yateeka mu gavumenti buli kifo abadde akitwala tegagenda kulinnya mu byalo. Corruption is 2026 is going to be determined by corruption. Mugenda kulaba ge baleeta ng'ebiteeteeyi byebubyefu ebi gwe kambabuuze who is fueling these scandals in the government? Who?
And if you
provide
credible information,
yes.
Buli kye bakola
bakba musenero kana zitawana kanantalaga ako nakuba bakabye heresiyo nabagikubye. Who is doing this?
Who?
And for what purpose?
Who? That's
and
the question.
Governments would know who is doing this. Must have the support of Museveni. Museveni is going to use this to make a reshuffle. Bwagoba tunyega. Nabanja bakukwasizo okutte mabati. Ekiwumulo mukumi wa wakamawulu. Mabati gokutte. Ekitegeeza it is in the advantage. Nti omusajja ono abadde akoze structure mu government bamukubye nnyo. Somebody is weeding his supporters from government. Yakwata government zonna n'aziteekamu kipo abantu bonna embwaze n'atugoba bamukubi government yonna bamugiddemu abantu be bonna. Who is doing this?
Who is doing that? That's the question I want to answer. Yes. Who is doing it? Because it must be a work of an insider. No outsider can do this.
An insider, a powerful person who wants to clean the government. There is a time when the president must topple his government. Omusajja mugende mu downloading mukita downloading. Omusajja ali Peru nga bamuyita Fujimori yali musajja of Japanese ancestry. Bagezaako mutta ku mukolo kw'embasi ya Japan nti ajja kugenda eti yagendayo. Naye abasajja ba terrorist abasajja basema mayireezi amagye ga Peru nga basanga basamba omupiira ne gabata ne banula uni. I think one of his daughters is now in the parliament in Peru. Fujimori topoti his own government. Now, bamukomera. Museveni must topple his own government. Anti bano bamulaze bano tebakyamubula akameyiringa. Wabbama bati nti wabbente naye nabaddiza ennyama. Bakugamba ko nti gye babaagire. Olaba badduka mu byalo mugenda kulaba omusoma bwadduka mu kyalo. This is the end of a new era. It's a new dawn in Uganda's politics. Somebody very powerful is doing this.
I can also tell you as a man who has stayed here for quite a while that Mr. Museveni will do nothing to those people.
This is beyond Museveni.
To him what matters is loyalty. Those are loyal cadres of the party. There is nothing
this
wrong.
Is beyond Museveni.
Who do you doubt? You doubt Nambani? Who do you doubt? You doubt Alupo? It's loyalty. Museveni is... Let me tell you.
Mu politics, once you see your own institution referring you to a foreign body, you are gone. Nti singa omwana wange nze sibalina ababbi naye singa omwana wange anziba ne mutwala ku police, then it is now beyond me.
Huyo mutwale huyo mutwale
singa okuba omwana wo and you don't need ngana amateeka agakavampaani gebayisa mu parliament kavampaani laws. Because when you look what these people, the member of parliament, I laugh at them. A doctor at the referral hospital has told you that your patient is dead and you go to a clinic. A doctor, a horrified doctor at a referral hospital has declared your patient is dead and you transfer the baby to a clinic.
What do you mean?
The Attorney General of Uganda, who gives Museveni legal advice, has told you this law is not necessary. We have already, are you aware that already 5 organizations have left Uganda because of this law? Where are you going to get capital? Inflow of capital. You think you are more powerful in Europe, where these get bills, what makes you a Gandula very powerful? And I'm telling you, this can end the parliamentary crowd. If Museveni institutes a committee, that I'm hearing two sides of the coin. They run the Attorney General.
Because the Attorney General says yes, we have sufficient laws.
If Museveni refuses to assent to this
that's bill, he cannot refuse. He's not, because he's going to assent.
Museveni is aware of the international obligations. He's aware. You are going to inside. Kakati okuva mu ICC tteeka mwe temukimanyi. Abaana kye beekola wabalabye. Mama yaba. Ka video wakalabye. Ng'omwana ali kusomera akutte ne katanda bw'ati. Yaba. abange benkuuma sasi abange mbakebera mafundo sasi n'abazzukulu sasi ekyo bakimanyi nalabye omwana ku katanda yeba ng'alaga taata gandula ng'amulaga taata kirefu nti wojjidde ng'ebintu byayonooneka dda ne bwe banaaba batono yeba akatambi wakalabyeko ak'omwana yeba asinzidde bwati kata yeba ate munne tanyega
eyo tuveeyo so akalipa akali mu tteeka akayinza okugana Museveni
era nze nabagamba
kali luddawa
nabagamba nti nze nabagamba nti bano abasajja basaaga gudi n'akireeta tekyabaddemu nabagamba nti etteeka likugamba defilement myaka 10 manya kalabba bano babadde bataddemu myaka 10 Semuju najja n'engalabi najja ne sejjembe. It was my observation, not Nganda's observation. Semuju yaleese sejjembe bu sejjembe. Because me I know.
Abadde ali mu parliament yalinde gwe kuba totuulayo.
Why did they wait me to say it? This one is lowers the punishment.
And that was the intention.
The Baganda have a proverb. Ekinakulya ogoba kikomawo. When an animal is determined to maul you, whenever you chase it, it comes back. Era kyobalaba ebibe biremera ku nsolo. Nabano bwe bali bakujoga kujja kunga basanze omugumu. Bakubanazayo paka nabo bujo. Enagisi lwenuka mu nyumba yaabwe. Gye babadde basiiga abalala. Enagisi nebanukira mu nyumba zaabwe. Kakati ebyetteeka tirikola. Why are you the ones who have eaten this apple?
You were Catholic, aren't you?
Yes.
You were a parent, aren't you?
Yes.
You should be celebrating.
No. You see, I cannot celebrate deceptive victory. Deceptive. Why? Temulowooza nti amagandula gamwe g'amaanyi nnyo okusinga eri mu Europe yonna gye babiyisizza in parliament. You see, Uganda study Senator Kerry. He opposed the homosexuals. I told you the first time, Clinton, he said, I will allow homosexuals in the army. George Paul, the equivalent of your army commander, said I resign. Then Clinton went back. Don't ask, don't answer. Ask.
What is that? What do you mean? Don't ask, don't answer.
Don't get a status young. This Nabagamba, there is no scientist Monsi who can leave his laboratory to check a gund, checking a ventilation system, or you are Tandaro. Dr. Mwanje, Nembaganti, all woman who covers up with Museveni. Corrosive relative, they go about to buy COVID. Nembagamba, Museveni is another scientist. We don't have scientists in Uganda. The only research center we have is the virus center. Ne gundi, weather forecast. Te wali abala naba suma gabi bubi gababubi. Te wali scientist in Uganda. Baba Gambieji. It takes 15 years.
It will take 15 years.
Mrs. Amuseno zagenda kuwaka. Mrs. Amuseno bazisa yebulaya ziwake. Tezikulira munnume. Ne Musenero munaddawa. Where are you going to go? Nemesene zikubula wakirete nganda, lete ensoga, embeba. Wakiri Musenero leta ye embeba. Ogambe embeba. Musenero mugenda kuddawa. Wakiri leta ye embeba ento, embeba. Nogende agasajja omuyiwale wagasajja wakasoma kakatabaako. Basoma literature. Agasajja kawaizi meni. Agajja ne gabaka. Nekamuga tukulete olwe nga guka gulula abalaba yine ebibi. Kabaka ali naked bwe yegalula bwegagira gati is very smart ninga gamuwe mulagati bataddeko Museveni aba national television nga defending Musenero. I can even take people to court. My scientists kano kutugenda okunyiga emimwa kano kebakozesanga okwogera endwadde ezitaliiyo kakwata akapapula bweka Diana yakwata akapapula mbu Museveni anjogereko. Museveni agani those who attack my scientists, where are the scientists? You don't have a scientist. What are you because you know mtu ogulinga ngoma cyangwa gukina COVID. Umulala agamba ina COVID. Neta COVID kisaliwa.
Ekizungirizi ku mwezi.
Nadde ekidole ky'abaana nakitwala mu NASA. Abanasa ne bali sense. Kidole. Let me tell you, have you seen China or Russia or is North Korea taking their bizungirizi to NASA for launching nasa ekola ssente mu basiru Nigeria esooka kikola nekibulira mu bbanga nga tututa abantu naye musenero omusajja ono atukubira abantu bano ate akuba kiki ndabira ddala nti waliwo akuba bamusenero babandi bajja kutuuka okudduka kakati sooka olabe wano
vaccine factory owner 6 shillings 2.2 olabe
ekinkoze obubi nti akatabo kange nakeerabiddeyo I fought for this factory ey'amagoola
njimanyi
yes tewagirambula
nagirambula
but this professor
factory
behind this factory Professor Nazir yajja mu Uganda bonna baagana omusisinkana naye nalabaddeyo ng'atutte entweyi ew'amagoola atutte entwe era yayagala zino ajja kulyako naye nga ekintu ekirwanyisa we Nazir came years failing naye nemuddira mmwe omulenzi oyo ajoga abantu ate gwe ojjidde mu kiseera kibi nnyo ng'abantu olaba onadduka olaba ono lava ey'okuvuganya njisya adduse ate gwe ajoga abantu naddira abakozi bonna naddira nalina eggwala ono omuwala gundi namulondo yamugamba alwadde covid oyo naye ate bamuwala n'okusi ate ensi yamukyawa okusinga ono onadduse ono ensi yamukyawa okusinga ono olinga bagundi ababwino
TV program The Big Story ne Joseph Tamale Mirundi tubadde tumaliriza
kongeremu amasavu
akatabo
kongeremu amasavu bannange
akatabo
nka publicizing kongeremu amasavu
akatabo
kongeremu amasavu akatabo kongeremu amasavu.
I think it's open to debate, you know. Mirundi
ngabo nokusimanyi disciple ate mbuyinako video naye jajjifulumya omulundi gumu beba bwasa entwe bugenda mu bloga zibononya sente kunsi mwembwa ani abamanyi mwe program z'abalema I've defeated you hands down ate fe mu wrestling tukola bwetu kati wali wayingidde kati nze ate ringi njifuluma wali wayingira ow'amaanyi wali obujja bukuba ku video ku social media babukubi
kale kalumaliza tubali tumaliriza akalipo kamwa Museveni neteeka ku bisiyaga yoga nti liyinza omulema okusayininga
and that will be the biggest blow to government to parliament and for me I told you that when you
analyze but I thought he was behind it juzi we yaliwa negundi yali alivunwa
yakugamba bisiyaga anti yakugamba ki
we shall discuss and tugenda kwogera
yes but his attorney general has told you
that the law you made,
we have adequate laws to address this issue. No law needed. Yes, kakati the president can have. Kubanga Zimbabwe and Embagama and that money chichi. When MCS brings here a factory, has he told you to be MCS? No. What if you have a beautiful woman working in a bank? That international wound. This is protect your son, protect in the schools. That's all. And you see, when these people are discussing issues, they don't know. To access the East African market, you don't need to be in Uganda. They will relocate to friendly countries because you are fighting a law, something that has been legalized in these advanced countries. Beba bagamba let us ordain women ne mubodaininga ne babagamba namwe abaduka vantu kuvuka ko ba bishop ne mukyokiriza edini gye yava be bakyuse nyambala and they have not told you that you should be serious. This is excitement. They have not told you that you must be serious. No, there are serious churches in Europe, there are serious churches in Europe and America. There are those who don't agree with them. But because they are tolerant, they leave them to operate. Kakati mwe you are cutting the inflow of cash. Namafuta kamugaso bodo. No yono weka ndunayoja kwa kintu chimu government musasuli. And you see, in many cases, I don't move with the majority. No. The majority sigenda na yo. Tuileche tuita bandi wagon. As an intelligent man, you sigenda na bandi wagon. Let me tell you. Museveni instituted an inquiry to find whether we should remain with the movement or move to multi-party. Bidandi came with a minority report. And when Bidandisa presented his minority party at Chankwanza, what happened? Former Vice President of Kenya and Onogondi, Sekabanja, nomula bamwita Katenda Lutu, batte embuzi. Ne bagiwujja ng'evvumbe ligenda. Nfeeka tukakube. Who prevailed? Bidandi's minority report. Why? He looked far. The people who look far are the Fox Odois. The two look far. They have started the international community. I salute them.
In a parliament where 70%
yes.
of the MPs
yes.
you support the
two.
The minority report.
Yes.
Are you a
they have not told you I'm not.
I
know the international. Negundi yabagamba Kinyata bwe yakaddewa yabagamba wewe wantu wa Mombasa munasikia munasema muliko nyuma yangu munafanya nini nyuma yangu wasema tuko pamoja Kinyata yagamba abe Mombasa ngo obusiyezi bwali Mombasa obusiyezi bwakajja mu muri excited wali waba amakantu abakala government ebasasulire wali waba abagala to popularize them said ba mama kajaja
everyone is congratulating government of Uganda upon this law.
I've told you twaina incident we had an incident mu lukiiko lwa Buganda nti ladies gundi namaganda mama wa Sekabaka Mutesa yayagala okufumbirwa n'abawandikira olwo ebbaluwa ti I'm already pregnant therefore I cannot play the role of Namasole. What did they do? Olukiiko lwa Buganda watali kwesalamu lwasalawo takkirizibwa kufumbirwa except two people. Hamu mukasa ndi basudde. Babaga you people. The woman is already pregnant. Are you going to force her to abort? And has written to the chief officially two people like Focus and the other one. Namaganda was married to a canon. Congratulations to Focus Odoi. They look for. I'm telling you.
You side with Focus
Odoi
in this.
Yes. Why? I know the international trade. I know what the international community. I know what you are fighting.
No, but the speaker said we can do it with their money. They can do it with
their
money.
Mabati. Mwababa mabati. Mwe you can do with their money. Ngamubye business z'abantu zonna muzimazeewo. Mwagala kusula government. This is the only way of
we sacrifice our heritage because of
edini yote ya jabuzi edini te ya jabuzi edini is not a new arrival. Tell me the traditional religion doesn't it compete with this religion and see dini but because it came why did these missionaries succeed defeat the traditionalists? Why? They came with the new innovations, education, hospitals. So they defeated, they come with a modern God. But if we are part of the global village, I'm telling you, I can risk my money. This be at it me ngenda kwata yono kubanga abasias is a community. A community kakati kwa kankubuzi. Teri abasiramu bali ambizi. Ne bagirira ku muzikiti.
Sibamanyi.
Bagirira. Ne bagirira mu group. Atalope munne. Wali wa musajja yakubira munne simu andi mwete mubiwulira. Omusajja yakubira munne simu mukazi yakube simu n'agamba tituli basiramu naye I suspect omwami wange ali embizi. Naye njagala omundobeseze. Seba mundobesa. Why? Tuteme kilo mmeka. Ndeka naawe. Gundi agambye tuteme kilo mmeka. Zibe 5. Anze njagala nnyo mbirizi. Omukazi yaka mfudde nyabi omwami ali embizi. When you see, let me tell you, when President Museveni came, he tried to fight the female card. And one of the people who vehemently came out strongly to fight the female card was Jenny Francis Kuka, bamukuba mukalulu ewaabwe. Bamukuba mukalulu.
Yes. Jenny Francis Kuka.
And they went ahead. Museveni went ahead and said, if these women who circumcise our daughters need money, I'm ready to pay for their salary. This is a culture. It is their culture. You cannot fight against the culture. Learn how to work this, like these Europeans. Don't think that every European is a homosexual. No. And these people have been fighting homosexuality for a long time. Uganda down the road, Kerry. Senator Kerry was in the American Senate for a long time, about 26 years. condemning homosexuality. But once it became one man, one vote, one man, one vote, one man, one vote, why do the Anglican Church canonize ordinary people who never entered the theology, a theological college? Why? Why do they ordain women? Why? To make the church popular. They think they can attract it. This is there. If the Catholics are docile, let us fika tulage,
I have not understood.
I call that one deceptive victory. It will not work. You are going to my vigilance is at my children. Vigilance is kubana bang, nabasukuru bang. Silo, hero has never solved anything. Amini yateka abasajja kunyanja babubu asos amagendo gaayitamu bagayisangawo. Uyinza okulaba emmese kapange emmese wakanga
mwina kapa muisona nga mujimenti eteeka weeri
ate kiri nkugambe temuyinaayo n'ogu. In fact singa mubadde muyina amagezi mu mitwe basajja mmwe ne bakazi mmwe nga muyina amagezi mu mutwe omanye mwali badde mukola. If the Attorney General comes out and says that we have adequate laws to solve this problem, one mwalifunyeyo abasiyazi ne mubaleeta mu kkooti ne babula abavunaana to disapprove the otita kino. Fe abalina amagezi abatabbuuku abalyanga emitwe gy'engege bwe tukola nti if the Attorney General says that the law is adequate, mubafuneyo mufuneyo abagamba nti basiyazi mubatwale mu kkooti etteeka libule. Maya banya anzaala amagulu gamulinga kamanya lwendivaako n'omwena amulikaaba anzaala amagulu gamulinga kamaya maya baffe anzaala amagulu gamulinga kamaya nze neddira mu ddiro lyange nenze ningalaba bano. Are you the only country in munsi
muli eggwanga lyonna ku kyeryagala muli basatu abakiwakanya gwe
ate nze sikwana nabafokisi bo babamanyi nze mayi gundi eryemu. You cannot discriminate money. There is no dirty money. Let the moralistic religious leaders reject their money. But the government should not be forced into something. Nobody has told you that you must. Hey, we must fight. We must fight. We should not. Who has told you that to access World Bank money or IMF, you must be a Messias? Who has told you?
That condition is not.
Yes.
That condition.
Nabagandi mugende mu church. Ababiyita bannaddiini abo mugende mu Christmas. Mugalewo church. Mugamba abasajja nti bajjeko essaati atayina musala afulume bani abasigalamu. Africanism tuli ku ddiini ezi nabaga nti wabeerewo faaza azze okusaba misa akabeere mu bitanda munda alaba omutali bigali mu Baganda alaba omutali bigali emimwe egyawemudde abalongo gye giryawo siya ku makya fe abalongo twabakuziza kizungu ani akulimba abalongo babakuliza ekizungu babawemula ekiro naye abasuze bawemula faaza bwajja emimwa ne giryawo sitiya. Yes, a world into the international relations, the interaction of states and non-state actors in the international arena, inserting a national park. That's why we create regional, continental, and international bodies to harmonize. Do you
recognize that we have homosexuality in Uganda?
Talimu. Abaganda bakugamba. Are they languishing in the prison because there are no laws? Abaganda bakugamba. The Baganda will tell you, omusezi bamutegeera ku kyalo. Mubasoka mu Kiina?
Yes.
Nti omusezi bamutegeera. Bamulabira ku ki? Abaganda ne bakugamba nti ne yakoze ekive ne yabakane nnyina bamutegeera. How many people, when you go to the villages and you ask the LCs that how many people do you have here who are rumored to be basiers? Tekuli.
Mu byalo nedda.
Yes.
Nanti batugenda mu masomero biyitiridde.
Anti mu masomero lwaki temukebera mafundo? Get experts in homosexuality. Alangirire gavumenti emusasulire. Chachi egudde igwi. For abasamizi olaba tusaba Museveni sente. Amayinza engatta byonna. Amwe modern man with a modern shrine y'amategula. Eri lyange liri mu kapiti. temulimu ebyo byamu nze nfuumuula bbiya nze bajjajja bange bafuumuula bbiya banywa tonto ndwale gundi
musabulyo emizimu gyewamu ginywa bbiya gyamutegera ddi eyaka
okujjako amalwanyi ago bagayina naye bafuumuula bbiya naye respect oyinza okuyita omuzimu ogutamidde you must not panic. Don't panic. There were fears.
Mirundi onti abaka 389
nkugambye
ba MPs
nkugambye
and oba abazungu batuwase ndo bate batuwa we gave up
anti kankubuulire they are fighting a storm. You cannot swim towards a storm. Anti tekyembagamba kiri kimu nti do you believe nti all Europeans are homosexuals? Why don't we learn from Europeans who are not homosexuals on how they have lived in a country with the homosexuals without being homosexuals? We have Uganda.
Our point of departure. Yes. We don't want to say that they are homosexuals and non-homosexuals. No. We want to say that in Uganda, no.
Ngawa. Bannamwe bali mu birala bakuza gwanga muri mu folofoto oyo Omuganda amuyita folofoto oyo folofoto tuyina mu politics tuyita the politics of objectives and the politics of achievements. What you engaged in is a whole parliament when the economy is in shambles. The last year nothing important has been discussed. Why is it not parish money?
Is that not important?
Why don't you have tough rules on people who steal parish money?
Because when we have tough rules on that, because we have also stolen from parish money.
Which one is important? Omusajja atunda kanisa mu Ndeeba n'omusiyazi asiyaga abakkiriza ani Katonda gwayagala? Ani Katonda gwayagala? Atunze kanisa y'omu Ndeeba n'agitunda ne bagijjawo n'esigalawo. N'omusiyazi Katonda ayagala kani. Naye Katonda konti ewange tebasobola kubeerayo basiyazi kuba nkukuba essasi. Nze nsoma busomi nti kadakitali zisolo of basiyazi nti abaana empale bazisibira eno atandika okujagira. Bakimanyi mbatta. I don't need you. How have we all cultures mu Africa we have cultures. How have we managed to preserve these cultures without resorting to law? Not everything is regulated.
The cultures are in it. They are in us.
Yes.
You grow knowing them. Okulomanyi nti sagala mange, sagala monyinaze, sagala mwala. And we don't need the loan.
Anti-isolation. Nti oyo musiyazi kakati kampaka pawulize ku switi za Kampala for us who move at night and make a research osanga kabavuuka abayimiriddeko. When you start the prostitution in Kampala, ku post office kuliko bakadde bofuleyers. Ate wano kugundi okuva kugundi
ebyo
mbiraba hamwe researcher ate abali kugundi bana bali ku speak yawo ezo hotel eziri yawo ate be bawala abataba university. Yes, if you go to the village we should first reserve the villages where have not been invaded.
This problem is not in the villages. It's another problem. It is here.
And why? Poverty. Bwavu.
We cannot make alone poverty.
Why do you say Amin had excellent relationship with the Arab countries? Did he export Ugandans? And that is when these Arabs had the Arab dollar. How come that everybody is running away from here? Poverty.
I am trying to look for those countries that have done what they have done.
Strengthen your cultures. Strengthen your cultures. Why do you use a law? To use a law means ntinze nemedwa emundu weri jangu nkukebera empalo ojagira muzukulu wange ojagira era nze njagala ba medical doctors bange bambulire abaana bange bambulire characteristics of a homosexual ntegere nti kati goliko mu besas but me I don't need enforcement from government. Nakugamba tewaliwo omusajja yasanga mutabani we nganywa enjaga mu America akawala akayimba I will try to love again but I know the first cut is the deepest kali kayimba ku boyfriend wako kitaawe yamusanga anywanjaga n'amukuba essasi ba genda olunoonya olwo oluyimba. I will try to love again, but I know the first cut is the deepest. Kitaawe yamusanga anywanjaga yamukuba essasi. Ewange obusiyazi tebusobola kubeerayo. Whether you have a law or not is my responsibility as a parent. Nti I've known oba baatugamba nti munaabe mu ngalo covid awone netunaaba yes but abaana bano babyengejizeemu and you are going to get many kubanga these people mumulowooza legislation. How many legislation
how else can we fight homosexuality if we don't
yes
have a law?
Starting with my children. I cannot surrender.
But you cannot monitor your children.
Why? Anti mbagambi abaana abawala baba checkinga ku ssomero pregnancy random prompt testing abaana abawala baba testinga. Why don't we apply now that we know that the enemy has invaded the other area? Why don't we have all trained medical experts to tell us najja mu ssomero n'abakebera amafundo gaabwe n'ababulya nti ono ayina characteristics za homosexuality and then we deal. Why doesn't the government and these excited religious leaders who want to defend on government resources claiming that because they supported the law vehemently kakati twetaaga financial resources temujjazefuna government has no resources. That's a deceptive victory. Why don't you send spies? Why doesn't you used to take people to Chankwanzi, students to Chankwanzi. Ekyademesa Chankwanzi okimanyi? Chankwanzi was training people to know their rights. Bwe batukanga mu university they became rebellious. Kuba bye babasomesa eri tebikola ki? Yes, ebiriyo. Why don't we have spies mu masomero so that we identify nga mubasasula kuba sente zaabwe muzibba. An ISO man can deploy gundi nabaga nti look nga mwina ba strategies mu ministry of education. Why do schools go on strike so ban schools bad food? Nebo ba wasomera ku musomero n'ekyo eryekisulo twabayitanga bakatalazi catering tewabalabako kati when you go to the university and start catering bakuyita musiro naye nga catering abazungu bali bamaze okitegeera nti catering ono katala yamala okulya kuki ku mmere nandaba very fit for ki for baana. It was one way of ensuring structure in schools originate from food.
Most of them.
Yes.
Most of them.
Nabagamba nti with these children nga babadde mu gundi mu holiday bafunye eki. Let every school have a group of psychologists sente mmeka to orient these people back. Psychology muyita w'abasiru. Because you don't know how to utilize this knowledge. Every school would have a catering man.
What if Museveni signs that law?
Hey.
Bwana resigning.
But resigning alabe. It will be isolated. Ne oiro wete bajja mugula. And they will use the focuses to plead for them. Why do you think that this Attorney General is moving cautiously? The Attorney General is moving cautiously. Yes. Why? He recently won a case on environment in Europe. They had imposed they can isolate your oil. We have seen where diamond has become red diamond, bloody diamond.
Because of oil, to Salewo to kill because of
international relations. How countries related to each other. But in myopic. Uganda jamanyina chi. Bave ku theology basomeko political science and international relations. In fact international nze mbagamba nti temusomanga bintu kufuna mulimu. Waliwo ebintu ebikuyamba mu life. Public relations. Nibo mbasifunye mulimu gwa public relations. But I know how to conduct myself. Abaganda abazungu bakiyita table manners. Nti banno bonna balidde naye era goddayo ku bufe. Oyina okulya ng'otunulira ne banno. Bonna bamaze tinze nkyalya. Nosanga oyisobola okugenda ku TV station nobasanga ku reception nga balaba ndala. Yes, mu mawulire you can have a TV set inside
ngolaba banno kye bakola
ngolaba banno tegeere nti ensole yatuyiseeka
eno biraba mu office
yes naye nolaba owa top tv ng'atalina program ku bukedde
yalaba
eyani akuletera
ali ku reception
nedda ye yennyini alina program apulikinga ku bukedde nanyini kigweya kati oyo yasoma ki theology street theology get a manager ate tebakkiriza nti buli muntu nabagamba nti nabbanja
ayinza okuba nga alaba top tv tetuka ku bantu bayagala kwe kweyongera nawali aseewo obulango
anti tekola eyiye
si tekola sharing is good
nti nabaga nti luuku akutte sate miliyoni shiringi zaziwadde abamone tayigigi tasobola kuteeka kirango kwota ya kirango mu mawulire ga New Vision because New Vision operates like the Uganda Gazette n'agamba nti bannange aweereza ku social media kati ekiwaliwo ekikwata zibbiremu oba balina be baagala okutajetinga put an advert ate nabana abamawulire nabo ne batafaayo. New Vision would demand kakati on what New Vision akola agisudde public relations company very good ayina diru ne Central Bank n'aba ne diru ne KCC ajja kufuna ne diru n'abawemuzi ajja kufuna ne diru n'abagundi then it ceases to be a newspaper separate. New Vision should have two departments or companies. A public relations company different okola public relations work, but you cannot have a newspaper that has signed an agreement with the Kampala State Council, the police, the army. Then whom are you going to criticize? So the supervisory role, the monitoring role is gone.
That's how you look at the media. But you know that the media survives on money.
Kubeera ku saturation kuba mulimba nnyo mulwanyisiza abantu bangi. What you should do when radio developed in America in 1923, the history of radio, what these people, the editors did, bagana amawulire gaabwe ogasoma ku TV ne radio. Because bano abakazanyirize abakatemba basoma amawulire ne bagafuula makadde. Already I've listened to newspaper review. Ngula gachi. Two, you are competing with other speed of gun. Ntebebyesusu kubanga mutemuswala. A mere operation credibility and the public trust. If you say that Mirundi is dead and tomorrow is seen, well, anyada yokusoma.
Back home, State House in pressure advisor Museveni. You are in charge of the media. Actually, as we talk now, your presidential advisor on media. Write us a paper. Write a paper to the media. Write a paper on the media to Giteleze. What is it?
Kankulage. Otegerenti nje siri musiru. Siri musiru nakam. I used to write. Nimbalaga.
Actually, because omulimu gwokola kati gwandibadde okolanga senior presidential advisor on media, you would advise the president and the New Vision.
Yasikanga sumbusa n'omulagira media. Tosobola. Omuntu yasikanga sumbusa najja nakufuga kati media agitegererawo. You keep quiet. You will some people. Olaba nabawandikira kana kataba kadde. Nakawandika kadde. Kadde kana.
2013.
Soma one ku media. NRM Media Production House. I
must denounce with contempt a widely held notion that NRM supports and its spin doctors do not offer an adequate role in defending their government. Whenever I attend radio talk shows outside Kampala, local NRM leaders complain that government leaders do not defend it often. That's true, but I insist that even if not often, they at least defend it sufficiently. That's why, if opposition voices were dominating the airwaves, but the public does not swallow whatever content they give out. Otherwise, why is it that it's us, you, NRM, who win elections? By implication, critics of NRM media experts are in effect saying our party does not win elections genuinely. But the truth is that Ugandans utterly reject the more regular opposition lies in favor with the sufficient factual content by NRM media professionals. Hence, these audience trends prove that people carefully listen, view and read media content to digest and draw their own conclusions from it.
Kakati ruli Radio Uganda yaliyechi where you could contain the content and the TV. Kakati what is happening? What is happening nti ne mukyalo muliyo radio yayo.
True.
Yes. Who dominated these radio stations ezomu byalo?
A politician.
Ala disita ina mafuta. Ati tali knowledge atabba. Ati ogenda bamuvume. Kumanga to talk on behalf of government, you must be one who informed, credible, nga toyina kibakwogerako. Many people bwe bajja mu TV talk shows mukimanyi. Abantu bajja mu talk shows. Ayinza okuga nti nja kujja ngo jeka amasimu. Jaka amasimu bannaffe amasimu gaffe gafudde atya muvuma yabba amabaati. So to talk talking on behalf of an organization nabagamba, and I wrote a memo. If you want to improve on your media, era abana bakiwandiise, abana basekulisi bawandiise, nti baleeta obuwala buno ate bwali bugenda kusuula Museveni. Bwava mu Latin America ne busuula Gaddafi ne babuleeta wano. Ne muditekitinga. Baba
Television.
Kakati nkugamba.
The big story ne Joseph Tamale Mirundi, nkyala maliriza Mirundi. Wano ngamba ki.
Kakati nkugamba.
Maliriza tuve wano.
Nti bano ab'NRM tebabawa information. You cannot have a spokesperson of government who does not sit in the cabinet. How many people who sit in the cabinet who are not ministers? What your phone needs to do over another person is to swear and not solve security. Or defending in your tabade. The movement
phone upon agenda mu cabinet meeting.
Yes.
For cabinet ministers.
How many nane
like where aleese is done. Bachikola we wala.
Set house controller to many people who are not ministers sit in the cabinet to be informed of what is going on. So if we want this man to defend your government,
you are the media advisor. Can you tell that to the president? Tell the president. Good media advisor we.
Kasaba kujja mu golo tobuka nga bakuba penalty fetwagenda. Fetwagenda. We are informed. I'm very informed about media. I'm an expert on media. Chobola nze sitia. Nti obebi fana ebyembadde muvuma batu towa bwino emisini nama baba ga Mirundi yatubulidde muvuma kabaka mwe muvuma kabaka ebyo bifana tebabiteekamu
agomvuma kabaka tutandika mbuzi ya kabaka Mirundi bakubulira kabaka bana etumaliriza
Mirundi